Hello there. Um, your boy Renis here, and this video is going to be like the part two of why it's an absolute must you go after your dream. So let's go. He promises to be an exciting one. So the thing about the dream is that it actually attracts new opportunities. Yeah, from the people that you get to meet, people, clients, prospects, people joining your team. You know, it attracts new new opportunities. You It attracts new opportunities as well. Yeah, because some of the communities you belong to, you you stand to actually um, benefit from them. You can, for instance, from your experience, you can also coach other people. That is something new. People who are of like-minded, people who are coming in, you can also, that's an opportunity on its own. And of course, with the new people that you get to meet, some of them coaches, some of the communities I actually belong to right now are places that, you know, it has actually given me access to walk into rooms that I never thought that I had any business being in. Hadn't been, it wasn't for, you know, the journey. So these are some of the things that you stand to benefit um, as you pursue after your dreams. Another thing is that people get inspired just by watching you. People get inspired. Everyone gets inspired. Your friends, your family, your kids, your children, people that don't even know you, they are encouraged just by watching someone who has refused to settle, who has refused to settle, you know, until you get to where you want to get to. I mean, it's very like inspiring because you go through a lot. On this journey, you go through a lot, and one of the things that actually keeps you going is the discipline in which you have actually instilled in yourself. Like they say that the pains of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. You get what I'm saying? The pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. So you want to be that person that one day would look back and be able to utter this statement that I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did this. You want to be that person because obviously the business would have been working out, whatever you have dedicated yourself to would have been working out. Then you be that person that says things like, "I wish I did." I wish I did this. You know, you can tell that there's some form of regret there. And they say, look, that the pain. They say the pain. They say the pain of regret. The pain of regret, is more than lasts longer than the pain of than failure. They say regret lasts longer than failure. Let me just even shorten it that way. Yeah, it will definitely last longer than failure because anytime you look back, you know, you were like, oh, had I done this differently? So it's always there. On the other hand, on the flip side, success is not the only reward. As a matter of fact, even if the success doesn't really pan out the way and manner in which you expected it to be to attain that goal, the person that you have actually become turns out to be far more valuable, turns out to be far worth it than even the goal of reaching the success, the goal itself to get to attain success. Because, for instance, you find out that people who usually struggle with things like confidence, rejection, selling, even believing themselves that they're actually worthy of success to an extent, all of a sudden, you know, evolve, they evolve into the person who actually, is, is a more confident individual, you know, it's someone who can better handle rejection, someone who has no limited belief any longer, who has no limiting limitations in their belief system, but rather believes that everything is possible. Someone who can better lead a team. So it's not only the money. The money is good, the income is good, that is of greatest value, but the person that you've become. So now the thing about the dream is that the dream is not only pursuing one to to success alone. Rather, the dream is actually inviting you to become that person that you never would have become had it been you had continued to stay where you were before in the past. So, even if the dream, the dream may take time to manifest, it's not something that you should actually quit yourself. You should actually give up on yourself on or quit. Know this, that every step that you take in the process is shaping you to become that person that will be better ready eventually to be able to receive, the dream or success when eventually materializes. So basically, this is what I have for you in the part two. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section below, whatever you think. And remember that my free ebook is still very much available. I'll be able to send that to you once you comment. And my URL to be able to work with me as well. All right, until I come away again, it's peace and love for me. Bye.